Let's learn about stroke. So this is Adjoa and her husband. They're excited about traveling to Ghana to celebrate their anniversary. During the entire 12-hour journey, Adjoa doesn't walk or stretch. She stays relaxed in her seat and enjoys the service.
Chicken or fish, please.
Just moments after landing, something feels wrong. Adjoa notices her face feels strange, her arms feel weak, and her speech sounds odd. It seems like the left side of her body won't move. She falls to the ground. Now, this is a stroke, and knowing what's happening can save her brain, her life, and her future. Let's understand what a stroke is, why it happens, and how it can be managed. A stroke happens when blood flow to a part of the brain is interrupted. This means brain cells begin to die because they do not receive enough oxygen and nutrients. Different parts of the brain have different functions. Some areas control decision making, language, memory, vision, and movement. Therefore, the signs and symptoms of a stroke depend on both the type of stroke and the part of the brain affected. There are two main kinds of stroke. The first is an ischemic stroke, and this is caused by a blockage in the blood vessel, usually due to a blood clot. Sometimes the clot may dissolve on its own before permanent damage occurs, and this is known as a transient ischemic attack or a mini stroke. A TIA is a warning that a larger stroke may occur, and therefore it's important to seek medical care immediately. The second type is a hemorrhagic stroke. This occurs when a blood vessel in the brain ruptures, causing bleeding and disrupting normal blood flow. This can result from high blood pressure, abnormalities in blood vessels, or a head trauma. Now, what causes these clots to form? One useful way to understand this is through the Virchow's triad, named after the German physician Rudolf Virchow. The first factor is damaged blood vessel wall. This can be caused by high blood pressure, smoking, surgery, or hardened fatty deposits that become unstable and rupture. The second factor is slow or irregular blood flow. This can occur in conditions such as heart failure, irregular heart rhythms, sickle cell disease, or prolonged immobility, such as long flights or extended bed rest. The third factor is abnormal blood clotting. This can be seen in late pregnancy, obesity, thrombophilia, and with certain medications, such as oral contraceptives. Now, about 95% of people experience their first stroke symptoms outside the hospital, so it's vital that you can recognize the stroke symptoms as early as possible. Always remember the acronym FAST. We have face drooping or a crooked smile, arm weakness, which can also affect the legs, speech difficulty or trouble understanding speech. And when you notice all of this, it's time to act fast, as stroke is a medical emergency. And if you notice any of these symptoms, do not wait. Call emergency services or go to the nearest hospital immediately. You may also notice other symptoms like loss of balance, blurred or lost vision, and a sudden severe headache with no known cause. Now, patients with suspected stroke should receive brain imaging as soon as possible to determine the type of stroke. Now, stroke treatment begins with emergency care. The goal here is to restore blood flow or stop bleeding as quickly as possible to minimize brain damage. Now, once stabilized, long-term management is done to prevent future strokes and to manage complications. For an ischemic stroke, emergency treatment may involve clot-busting medications called fibrinolytics or physically removing the clot through a procedure known as thrombectomy. High-dose aspirin may also be given. Long-term treatment includes medications such as low-dose aspirin or clopidogrel to prevent further clots, cholesterol-lowering drugs like atorvastatin, and blood pressure medications. Lifestyle changes such as quitting smoking, reducing alcohol intake, exercising regularly, and eating a healthy diet are also essential. For hemorrhagic strokes, emergency treatment may involve surgery or strict blood pressure control to reduce bleeding. Medications that increase bleeding may need to be stopped or reversed. Rehabilitation and gentle physical activity are also encouraged during recovery. Now remember, stroke is life-changing. It affects not only your physical health, but also your mental and emotional well-being. If you or someone you know has experienced a stroke, talking about how you feel and seeking support can make a difference. And remember, act fast because time is brain. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content.